guide you through the events of the day. So, in case you have missed it, now we have met Warden Drake, a man with, let's see, breathtaking anger management issues. And we also have met the Magus Mordath, a man who seems fair but feels foul. And we've also met their companions, the Animalkin Shah. We've met the Magus Safandra. I'm sorry, I apologize, the Magus Genevieve. And we've also have met Vestros, the bodyguard for Mordath. And I think we have time for a little bit of a break, and this looks like a very good place to possibly overhear some secrets. And I'd like to see how this goes too. So let's all watch together.
The sheriff really did ride his horse into a tree.
Well, not directly into it, but close enough that some low-hanging branches hit him pretty hard. The warden who saw it said if he'd been going any faster, he'd have a lot worse than a broken leg and a few bumps and bruises.
And you already... Of course you already had people here.
For a couple of weeks now. I'd like to think I was being thorough.
Yes, and our dear head warden is nothing if he is not thorough.
Carrington.
It is good to see you, my dear Carrington.
It is good to see you too. In fact, now that we are here in more informal surroundings, amongst friends, I can say how truly it is that I have missed you. Oh no. That is unfortunate. But
Oh, I am afraid
the best of intentions.
I have not been little Seppi in a very long time.
Not so long for some of us, little Magus.
That's Archmagus now, in case it slipped your mind.
Very little slips my mind, Kane. I consider it an even greater talent than my big mouth, as it were.
Too true, Warden. Too true.
Oh, Warden, half a day?
Retired, actually, since long before you took up the mantle of Archmagus.
Semi-retired, once a warden.
Always a warden, yes. Though I stand in other ways as the steel against steel nowadays.
My man on the council.
And the Queen, is she aware?
She has not seen fit to ask. I have not seen fit to tell her. But if it assuages your fears any, Tonitrus knew. And if he knew, it stands to reason the Queen knows. After all, she did send me and not one of the others in her stead.
I can accept that. Aralise is no fool.
Indeed she is not. And as her emissary to this clandestine little gathering, I find it necessary you tell me exactly why you and the head warden decided to concoct this fiction of a tournament. You've been without a bodyguard for a long time, little Magus. Why the facade?
The weave is sick, dear Carrington.
What?
The weave, the source of mine and the other mage's power, is dying, and our magic has been failing because of it.
The boundaries between worlds are beginning to suffer, and dark creatures are tearing this way into the world. Creatures that do not belong here.
This is most grave news. Certainly someone else must know about this. Someone else on the council, or from one of the other lands.
News is slow to travel when most of the witnesses end up dead. The wardens, we're actually trained to fight such creatures. But our numbers are too few, and we are spread far too thin.
Understand that to me and to the other mages, the weave is like a living thing, and I can feel it, and whatever this darkness is, it's like the taste of rotting meat, and it carries the stench of dead things with it.
And I take it time works against us.
Doesn't it always?
Quite.
I didn't want to involve the council if my fears were unfounded, and I didn't have anyone on the council that I could trust with something so dire. I wished to meet with Cain directly, but where Cain can travel without being seen, where the Archmagus goes is rarely without notice.
We used my second, Alec, as a go-between. And as he carried what little information we knew between us, that's when I crafted the idea of this tournament. to hide the real reason why the head warden and the Archmagus would be meeting up. It was the quickest way to avoid panic.
Wonderful. So, now that we are here and all caught up, now what?
The tournament continues, and I choose a new warden.
Yes, what I meant.
We've already chosen a trusted team, and their goal is to find the source of the sickness and cut out its heart.
Ah, yes, a most direct solution. And what is my role in this, or the Queen's?
You are to tell them everything that we told you, and whatever else you learn. We think it best to keep this as quiet as possible. Our last conflict is not so far from the hearts of the people that to rush headlong into another would be unwise.
You mentioned some trusted people.
My second Alex. He's actually going over the information that our team brought back just today.
Also Genevieve. She's a student of mine and very talented. You might have met her before?
That young woman with the warden and the animal kin.
Yes. Warden Alec. Warden Drake. Apologies. A good soldier.
Her I can believe, and the animal kin have always had a strong connection to the natural world. But that warden seems far too focused on vengeance for his brother's murder to be trusted with anything this severe.
Drake is a warden.
It is quite an endorsement. If such is your faith in the pair, then it is mine as well, and may the blessings of the kingdom be upon them.
Yes, and I will convey those blessings when we meet with them after the tournament. Until then, for these few brief moments, I would like to enjoy myself. I believe I saw a lovely clothing booth down at Merchant's Row.
As the Archmagus commands, as we go, let me regale you with a minor tale from before the war. It has to do with a cleric, a mage, and a couple of oranges. I have to add,
They're gone. You should have let me kill them.
The head warden and the Archmagus. You'd have been dead before you drew your blade. And I would be short one bodyguard.
At
It's so
least-
hard to find.
At least I could have slit the herald's throat. They would never have found the body.
My, aren't we all bloodthirsty today? Did seeing your former rival's brother rattle that unflappable ego that much? Or was it seeing your never-was, Genevieve, I believe her name is, walking alongside him?
The little dragon is nowhere near the warrior his brother was. And that makes him no less irritating.
Then perhaps you should have killed them both. Nasty thing that is. Revenge makes people do irrational things.
They're gone.
Well, good then. Mustn't keep our guests. Lead my flock on in here, and do keep an eye out. Brother and sister Magi of the Spirit, hail and welcome to my little gathering of the minds.
What is this about, Mordath? Why have you only brought a few of us?
So many questions, my dear brother, and unlike our Archmagus, I have answers for you.
What do you mean?
Surely you felt it these past few months? Noticed it when you tried to use your magic. Even the simplest of spells requires tremendous effort.
So?
So, the we, the source of all of our power, of all magic, is dying.
What?
Worse, Archmagus Savandra is aware of the whole thing. It's true. And while magic, our life's blood is being ripped from our very fingertips, she dallies about with pointless dog and pony shows and court-appointed dandies of no purpose.
She would never!
Never what? Lie to you? Keep secrets? Tell you only what you want to hear? Dear brother, she's not just a mage, she's the Archmagus. She has access to powers and secrets we can only dream of.
What do you propose?
That we confront her at the tournament. At the very example of her waste of power, we demand, in full view of the world, that she tell us the truth. That she tell us everything. After all, if we are to defend ourselves, if we are to make the world safe, how can she deny us knowledge? How can she deny us that which is our birthright?
But she's the Archmagus. If magic is failing, surely hers is as well. Why would she lie to us?
Because she wants what all people in power want. To keep power. If it were known that she were losing that power, how could anyone think of her as the Archmagus anymore? She might even be forced to step down. Lying might be the least of the things a person would do to keep power.
Say we believe you. Say we confront her. With our magic unreliable, how could we possibly confront her?
Such a keen mind you have. With a power all our own. A power that is not of the weave. The time for toys is done. No more waggling of sticks and arcane chanting. No. I mean the power to simply grab hold of the fabric of reality and make it do whatever you wish. Power beyond what is possible even through the weave.
And where could we learn of such power?
Not from the Archmagus. This power comes from beyond the gates, from a place even the Archmagus fears.
Blasphemy! You're speaking of the Dark Realms!
Oh dear. Genevieve, is it? I don't recall inviting you. Poor form to crash a party you weren't asked to. And yes, I mean the Dark Realm. But it's only blasphemy if you believe the lies of the Archmagus.
Lies?
Of course, lies. The weave is a source of power. Of her power. Of the Order's power. You think they want it known that you don't need their training? Need their source? Need them to be the true wizards you've always wanted to be? The Order isn't simply about learning things. It's about keeping secrets. Hoarding them like a greedy dragon hoards gold. Or a dwarf hoards ale.
You're mad! People are dying already! If you keep using this power, then the boundary between worlds will fall and we'll all be destroyed!
See what the Spirit Order's lies have done to this poor, young, aspiring mage. Twisted her soul and closed her mind to any avenue but the one they have dictated.
I will never believe anything other than what Safandra's told me. You're using evil magic.
Or the weave will be replaced with something stronger, something better. I put it to you, brothers and sisters of the Order. Which option seems more likely? That I offer an avenue to power, the likes of which the Order of the Spirit would see no one else ever learn for fear of losing power? Or that this raving, misguided young thing is right, and the Archmagus could never possibly be mistaken? You know, you could join us. You're a good deal smarter than this rebel, and the Archmagus trusts you. You could access tomes and scrolls denied to us all.
Never! Pulling power from beyond will destroy the weave. But that's what you want to do, isn't it?
Yes, well, with Safandra gone and the Order in disarray, well, you're quick enough to figure out what happens from there.
War.
Oh, much worse than that.
Oh yes, much worse, but it's a good start. However, I'm afraid we can't afford any mistakes just yet. So, if you'll excuse me, once we're done here, I'll see to your death quick enough.
You're an abomination, Mordath!
Sticks and stones, love.
Yes, but you've left your stick where anyone can grab it. Release
Get
Renee! Just you wretched little warlock! I would deal with you myself if I didn't want to see the look on your face when Safandra strips you of your power.
If anyone will be stripped of any power here, you little tart, it won't be mine. Ah! Vestros, will you bloody run her through already?
Another time, love.
Wait, damn it!
She'll run right to Savandra! Arcane!
And if she does, we bloody well can't have you looking to make a pincushion out of her. No, I have another method.
What are you going to do? She knows your plan. She's seen my face. What are you going to do?
Swat 2 insects with 1 strike. You know, you could have been part of my armies. There was a place for you. I mean, granted, I would have had to kill you anyhow, but... Command us, Master. Slay the one called Genevieve. Slay anyone with her when you find her. Hide and destroy the bodies. Take this if the mage tries anything. And for the weave's sake, don't let anyone see you until you've found her.
You would have done this to me had the mages not run away to summon those things?
Oh, I didn't have to kill him to summon the darkness. I just honestly can't stand anyone who whines that much.
And now?
Now, you move the body to where I can deal with it. And while we wait for the tournament, we go get ourselves a drink.
I'm going to need some help with this. It's not that
Animals,
hard.
corpus!
I don't have to touch it, right? Let people know that.
You do realize this is taxing.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us, and please see our next scene upon the Elven Glen stage at, well, I'm not sure what time, whatever it says in your schedule.